It's week 4 of the 2024 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seahawks and the Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Now out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years, and he was rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one, and obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Montgomery with a nice game there, really nice run, and he's come off a strong first season in Detroit. They saw him top 1,000 yards rushing for just a second time in his career. He is perfect for the culture the Lions have built.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Goff now looking to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. St. Brown in motion right. They try again with Montgomery. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. There's LaPorta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They got to be consistent.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Geno. It's caught. Lockett. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down. Throwing is Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
2nd and 10. In motion goes Raymond. Goff. And he fires one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw is Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That pass caught. It's Williams, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 27 yards, and the Lions add 6 to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. We'll get that to Charbonnet. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
20, 10, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's hit.
He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throw left side, caught by LaPorta. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That is caught by LaPorta. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam LaPorta, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Smith. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing now is Geno. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd and 6. Gone. This to LaPorta, right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by LaPorta. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Goff throwing again. Oh, first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He completes this to Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Smith now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Now Gino. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw. Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again is Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. The final shot before break here. Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with John. Halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Geno now to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Smith. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to Montgomery on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll try the air now with Goff. A little short pass here taken in by LaPorta. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Goff now looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Play action. It's Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the 1st half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now Goff. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. Now it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 65 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Goff now to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So Geno and the Seahawks down by a field goal. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Smith's going to throw it. This one goes underneath to Walker. Second down, 8 yards to go. Smith gets this complete to Smith-Njigba.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Here we go. This is 4th down. Smith to throw. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home